under years of neglect, collecting the tributes that the seasons collect. I'm tracing the veins of a withered old leaf, a silent cartography of ancient, quiet grief.
We tangled our limbs in the heat of the June, howling like wolves at a pale paper moon. But the soil is gone dry and the well is run low, and there's nowhere for starving green spirits to go.
Thorns in the marrow, grit in the eye, watching the garden prepare for goodbye. Clinging to the wall through the dusty vines, reading all the warnings and the jagged signs. We were bound by the fiber, twisted in the knot, growing in the wreckage of a forgotten plot. Gray turns to brown as the life slips away in the dusty vines where we chose to stay.
I'll sharpen the shears, but I can't make the cut. Every door to the orchard is bolted and shut. The grapes have all shriveled to small bitter stones, echoing the rattle of my own brittle bones. Let
The dust settle down like a funeral lace, covering the lines on your beautiful face. The fruit was so heavy, the nectar was vast, but nothing this tangled was ever meant to last. Thorns in the marrow, grit in the eye, watching the garden prepare for goodbye. Clinging to the wall through the dusty vines, reading all the warnings and the jagged signs. We were bound by the fiber, twisted in the knot, growing in the wreckage of a forgotten plot. Gray turns to brown as the life slips away in the dusty vines where we chose to stay. Tear down the net, release every ghost that we haven't met yet. If we stay in the tangle, we'll fade into rust, returning our glory to ashes and dust. Tangle and tear,
dust in the air.
nothing was fair. Dusty vines, reading all the warnings and the jagged signs. We were bound by the fiber, twisted in the knot, growing in the wreckage of a forgotten blood. Gray turns to brown as the life slips away in the dusty vines where we chose to stay. Candles have guttered to a puddle of wax, in the space where the grip of the ego relaxes.
I'm speaking to the ceiling, I'm talking to the wall,
waiting for a whisper or a feather to fall.
My knees are all calloused from the stone of the floor,
searching for a key to an invisible door.
I don't have the scripture,
I don't have the verse, only the blessing and the weight of the curse. No words required, no language to speak. The strength of the humble and the power of the weak. This is my silent prayer, my wordless appeal to the only thing in this world that is real. The void is a mouth and the heart is a tongue,
a song of
the spirit that's never been sung. Hear the quiet, feel the hum, until the kingdom of the mercy has come.
The stained glass is weeping with the morning dew,
reflecting a version of me and of you.
I'm offering my failures like a bouquet of weeds
to the God of the garden and the God of the seeds. The incense has vanished, the smoke is all gone, in the terrifying clarity of the coming dawn.
I'll find my salvation in the shut of your eyes,
in the truth of the body that never tells lies. No words required, no language to speak. The strength of the humble and the power of the weak. This is my silent prayer, my wordless appeal to the only thing in this world that is real. The void is a mouth and the heart is a tongue,
a song of the spirit
that's never been sung. Hear the quiet, feel the hum, until the kingdom of the mercy has come. Never been sung. Hear the quiet, feel the hum, until the kingdom of the mercy has come. Silent prayer,
silent prayer,
in the quiet. Carving a path through the silt, Beneath the cathedral that the memories built, I see the white limestone and the polished debris washed down from the mountain to the edge of the sea.
I'm wading through shallows where the water is cold, tracing the skeletons of a story untold. There's a structure of calcium, a framework of pride, that the flood of the summer was unable to hide. Scoured by the pebbles, bleached by the sun, the work of the erosion is never quite done. Buried in the river bones, deep in the bed, the hard, heavy truths of the things that we said. Stark as a winter and smooth as a stone, a hidden architecture that we've always known. Flowing forever, staying the same, writing our history without any name. The bank is a graveyard of the willow and reed, sung by the hunger and the ghost of the sea. I'll find your ribcage in the bend of the stream, a fossilized version of a forgotten dream. The water is a mirror,
The water is a veil,
where the light of the morning
it's turning so pale.
we are stripped to the essence, we are worn to the core.
Walking the line of the rocky North Shore, scoured by the pebbles, bleached by the sun. The work of the erosion is never quite done. Buried in the river bones, deep in the bed, the hard, heavy truths of the things that we said. Stark as a winter and smooth as a stone, a hidden architecture that we've always known. Flowing forever, staying the same, writing our history without any name. Stones, buried in the river bones, deep in the bed, the hard, heavy truths of the things that we said. Stark as a winter and smooth as a stone, a hidden architecture that we've always known. Flowing forever, staying the same, writing our history. Is heavy, the chain is a mile long, dragging through the silt of a melancholy song.
I'm a vessel in the harbor,
swaying in the swell, bound to the ringing of a distant copper bell.
I'm the iron in the mountain, I'm the granite in the cliff, holding up the weight of every button,
and every if. There's a cord made of silver,
running through the dark,
connecting every tremor, protecting every spark, pulling on the ligament, straining at the bone. The hardest kind of gravity we have ever known. We are tethered souls, drifting in the gale, two tattered ships with a single ragged sail, locked in the orbit, caught in the line. Your jagged history is woven into mine. Don't cut the rope, don't set us free. You're the only horizon that I ever want to see.
I've tried to run to the edges of the map,
but the knot only tightens like a clever velvet trap.
I can feel your pulse in the palm of my hand,
across the vast miles of this unforgiving land. The distance is a liar, the space is just a ghost, when I'm the one who needs the haunting the most. We're stitched together by a needle made of light, through the fabric of the day and the lining of the night, pulling on the ligament, straining at the bone. The hardest kind of gravity we have ever known. We are tethered souls, drifting in the gale, two tattered ships with a single ragged sail, locked in the orbit, caught in the line. Your jagged history is woven into mine. Don't cut the rope, don't set us free. You're the only horizon that I ever want to see. If you sink, I'm going under too, into the abyss of the darkest indigo blue. The tension is the only thing that keeps us alive. The strength of the tether is the way we survive. Tethered, drifting, souls shifting. We are tethered souls, drifting in the gale, two tattered ships with a single ragged sail, locked in the orbit, caught in the line. Your jagged history is woven into mine. Don't cut the rope, don't set us free. You're the only horizon that I ever want to see. Tethered souls, don't let go. Tethered souls, I'm holding on. Tethered souls, tethered souls. There's a presence in the kitchen when the tea goes cold, a story in the steam that has never been told. You're a whisper in the curtain, a creak in the stair. I turn to the side, but there's nobody there.
I'm a haunting in the hallway of your deepest sleep, a promise that was far too expensive to keep. I linger in the mirror, I hide in the frame, a flickering candle that is calling your name. Not quite an angel, not quite a man, doing the best with a broken down plan. You are my sacred ghost, my hallowed remains, the blood in my heart and the ice in my veins. A holy haunting, a beautiful haunt, the only thing I'll ever truly want. Stay in the rafters, stay in the light, my sacred ghost in the middle of the night. I walk through the walls of your stubbornest pride to find a little girl who is shivering inside.
I don't need a body, I don't need a skin to feel the vibration of the state that you're in.
I'll set an extra plate at the table for two
And talk to the air as if I'm talking to you. It's a lonesome religion, a private belief, finding the comfort in the haunting of grief. Not quite an angel, not quite a man, doing the best with a broken down plan. You are my sacred ghost, my hallowed remains, the blood in my heart and the ice in my veins. A holy haunting, a beautiful haunt, the only thing I'll ever truly want. Stay in the rafters, stay in the light, my sacred ghost in the middle of the night. The thing that can wait, be the chill on my shoulder, be the fog on the pain, be the rhythm of the memory inside of my brain. Sacred ghost, love you more. You are my sacred ghost, my hallowed remains, the blood in my heart and the ice in my veins. A holy haunting, a beautiful haunt, the only thing I'll ever truly want. Stay in the rafters, stay in the light, my sacred ghost in the middle of the night. Sacred ghost, I'm still here. The city is a circuit of neon and blue, pulsing with the hunger of the many and the few. I'm leaning on the railing of the cold iron bridge, watching the lights on the horizon's edge.
I feel the vibration in the soles of my shoes,
a rhythmic translation of the urbanized blues.
the cables are humming with a digital soul,
taking back the pieces that the daylight stole. Under the skin, through the heavy concrete, the rhythm of the wires and the drum of the street. Can you feel the indigo pulse in the air, moving through the static in the tangles of hair?
It's the beat of the lonely,
the throb of the night, chasing the ghosts of the electric light. Connect the heart to the shivering wire in the indigo pulse of the city's desire.
the traffic is a river of a ruby red glow, flowing to the places where the tired spirits go.
I'm a signal in the static, I'm a frequency lost, trying to calculate the emotional cost.
The skyscrapers reach for the violet cloud,
hide in the faces of the faceless crowd.
we are sparks in the engine, we are cogs in the wheel, trying to remember how it feels to be real.
Under the skin, through the heavy concrete, the rhythm of the wires and the drum of the street. Can you feel the indigo pulse in the air, moving through the static and the tangles of hair?
It's the beat of the lonely,
the throb of the night, tasting the ghosts of the electric light. Connect the heart to the shivering wire and the indigo pulse of the city's desire.
no need for a shelter,
No need for a cover,
we're part of the current,
we're part of the flow,
letting the energy
of the midnight grow. Indigo pulse,
hear it.
feel it. Oh, can you feel the indigo pulse in the air, moving through the static and the tangles of hair?
It's the beat of the lonely,
The throb of the night, chasing the ghosts of the electric light. Connect the heart to the shivering wire in the indigo pulse. Oh, the city's desire. Indigo pulse. Indigo pulse. Winter is knocking with a cold iron hand across the expanse of this desolate land. I'm stacking the logs by the edge of the bed, trying to quiet the ghosts in my head.
the resin is thick and the scent is so sharp, tearing through me like a wooden stringed harp.
I'll strike the first match and I'll watch the spark fly to burn every version of you and of I, rising in spirals, a gray ghost of prayer, choking the lungs of the crisp frozen air. Lost in the haze of the cedar smoke, healing the heart that the January broke. Let the wood scream as it turns into coal, feeding the fire that is consuming my soul. White plumes dancing in the raft fragrant remains of a difficult love.
The shadows are leaping like deer in the brush,
breaking the weight of the midnight blue hush.
I'm breathing the embers, I'm tasting the ash,
counting the scars from the lightning bolt flash.
The warmth is a blanket, the light is a daze,
melting the edges of this wintry maze.
We're safe in the cabin,
we're tucked in the pine, while the world outside starts to blur and decline. Rising in spirals, a gray ghost of prayer, choking the lungs of the crisp, frozen air. Lost in the haze of the cedar smoke, healing the heart that the January broke. Let the wood scream as it turns into coal, feeding the fire that is consuming my soul. White plumes dancing in the rafters above, the fragrant remains of a difficult love.
Cedar and cinder, timber and bone.
Nobody has to be truly alone. In the smoke,
in the flame,
in the flame,
forget my name.
Lost in the haze of the cedar smoke, healing the heart that the January broke.
Let the wood
scream as it turns into coal, feeding the fire that is consuming my soul. White plumes dancing in the rafters above, the fragrant remains of a difficult love. Cedar smoke, just embers now,
turning to ash,
turning to ash. The fence is splintered and the gate is unhinged, where the frost of the winter has finally singed.
I'm walking the rows of
the apple and pear, breathing the scent of a ruined affair.
The boughs are all heavy with the fruit that is bruised, like a heart that's been shaken and badly abused. I'm gathering harvest from the dirt and the mud,
tracing the sap that is thick as the blood. Sweetness and rot, a tangled up mess, under the weight of a heavy distress. Welcome to the broken orchard of our pride. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. The trees are all weeping, the nectar is sour, counting the minutes of the final hour. Gather the fragments, bury the seeds in a garden of failures and beautiful weeds.
I'll sharpen the axe, but I can't strike the blow to the trunk of the feelings we used to know. The roots are a labyrinth, a knot in the ground where the ghost of our laughter can still be found. The blossoms were white like a virgin's veil, but the promise of summer was destined to fail. Now the wasps are all circling the fermented waste, leaving a bitter and lingering taste. Sweetness and rot, a tangled up mess, under the weight of a heavy distress. Welcome to the broken orchard of our pride. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. The trees are all weeping, the nectar is sour, counting the minutes of the final hour. Gather the fragments, bury the seeds in a garden of failures and beautiful weeds. Orchard falling downward. Welcome to the broken orchard of our pride. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. The trees are all weeping, the nectar is sour, counting the minutes of the final hour. Gather the fragments, bury the seeds in a garden of failures and beautiful weeds. Broken orchard to the earth. The afternoon is melting like a penny in the palm, a metallic kind of beauty, a vibrating calm. I see the reflection on the kettle in the pot, transforming the kitchen into a sacred plot. The shadows are long and the edges are orange, creaking like the metal on a rusty old hinge. I'm bathed in the glow of the dying furnace fire, the color of the longing and the tint of desire. Everything is burning in a slow, steady blaze, lost in the warmth of the autumnal days. Standing in the copper light, watching it fade, measuring the debts that we haven't yet paid. The world is a coin that is spinning so fast in a moment of glory that wasn't meant to last. Warm as a furnace, polished and bright, the final surrender before the long night. I wrap my coat around the shivering air, with a glint of the sunset in the mess of your hair. We're walking through fields of of a tawny-colored wheat, with the heat of the pavement beneath our tired feet.
The clouds are like embers in a sky made of lead, reflecting the thoughts that were left in my head. It's a heavy kind of radiance, a wealthy kind of glow, watching the energy of the day start to go. Everything is burning in a slow, steady blaze, lost in the warmth of the autumnal days. Standing in the copper light, watching it fade, measuring the debts that we haven't yet paid. The world is a coin that is spinning so fast, in a moment of glory that wasn't meant to last. Warm as a furnace, polished and bright, the final surrender before the long night. Oh, 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 oh. Don't turn away, don't look at the floor. This is the radiance we've been waiting for. Everything is gilded, everything is grand, in the copper kingdom of this beautiful land. Copper light burning bright, standing in the copper light, watching it fade, measuring the debts that we haven't yet paid. The world is a coin that is spinning so fast, in a moment of glory that wasn't meant to last. Warm as a furnace, polished and bright, the final surrender before the long night. Copper light into the dark. I'm walking the aisles of a cathedral of bone, the coldest sanctuary I've ever known. The stained glass is shattered, the pews are all bare. There's a smell of old incense in the shivering air.
I'm kneeling at the altar of a forgotten saint, covered in the dust and the peeling of pain.
I'm asking for mercy,
But the heavens are mute,
just a hollowed out tree with a poisonous fruit.
an empty gesture,
A shallow relief, finding the glory in the center of grief. We're moving with the kind of hollow grace, wearing the mask of a stranger's face. No spirit in the temple, no wine in the cup, just the weight of the gravity pulling us up. A dance for the lonely, a bow for the blind, leaving the substance and the soul far behind.
the choir is a murder of crows in the loft. Their feathers are heavy, their voices are soft. They sing of a kingdom that was built on a lie, where the angels are too exhausted to fly.
I'll offer a candle to the shadows and smoke, watching the flicker as if it were a joke. There's no one to hear us, there's no one to say, between the cradle and the mouth of the grave. An empty gesture, a shallow relief, finding the glory in the center of grief. We're moving with the kind of hollow grace, wearing the mask of a stranger's face. No spirit in the temple, no wine in the cup, just the weight of the gravity pulling us up. A dance for the lonely, a bow for the blind, leaving the substance and the soul far behind. Hollow, 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 grace, looking for the light in a desolate place. Nothing is holy, nothing is pure, except for the pain that we have to endure. Hollow,
Grace,
echo,
space.
We're moving with the kind of hollow grace, wearing the mask of a stranger's face. No spirit in the temple, no wine in the cup, just the weight of the gravity pulling us up. A dance for the lonely, a bow for the blind, leaving the substance and the soul far behind. Hollow grace,
Amen.
hollow grace.
Amen.
The candles have guttered to a puddle of wax in the space where the grip of the ego relaxes. I'm speaking to the ceiling, I'm talking to the wall, waiting for a whisper or a feather to fall.
My knees are all callous from the stone of the floor, searching for a key to an invisible door. I don't have the scripture, I don't have the verse,
Only the blessing and the weight of the curse. No words required, no language to speak. The strength of the humble and the power of the weak. This is my silent prayer, my wordless appeal to the only thing in this world that is real. The void is a mouth and the heart is a tongue, a song of the spirit that's never been sung. Hear the quiet, feel the hum unto the kingdom of the mercy has come.
The stained glass is weeping with the morning dew, reflecting a version of me and of you. I'm offering my failures like a bouquet of weeds to the God of the garden and the God of the seeds.
The incense has vanished, the smoke is all gone. In the terrifying clarity of the coming dawn, I'll find my salvation in the shut of your eyes, in the truth of the body that never tells lies. No words required, no language to speak. The strength of the humble and the power of the weak. This is my silent prayer, my wordless appeal to the only thing in this world that is real. The void is a mouth and the heart is a tongue, a song of the spirit that's never been sung. Hear Hear the quiet, feel the home unto the kingdom of the mercy has come. Has come. Silent prayer. Silent prayer. In the quiet. The petals are heavy with a strange kind of scent, paying the ransom for the time that we spent.
I'm watching the lilies turn purple and black, wishing for the seasons that are never coming back. The pollen is dusty like the wings of a moth,
Spilled like a wine on a white linen cloth.
I planted a garden in the canyon of salt,
Growing a beauty that was destined to hold
the beautiful poison of fragrant decay, watching the vibrancy wither away.
Oh, witness the rise of the bitter bloom, a floral explosion in a darkened room.
The roots are of iron and the leaves are
Are of lead, feeding on the words that we should have never said. Beautifully broken, elegantly wrong. The bitter bloom is singing our song.
The thorns are as long as a desperate plea,
Tearing the skin of the memory of me. I water the cracks in the dry kitchen floor.
waiting for a knock on the heavy oak door.
The nectar is acid, the stem is a knife, cutting through the fabric of a quiet, tired life. We're suffocating under the weight of the vine, searching for a nectar that is purely divine.
A beautiful poison of fragrant decay, watching the vibrancy wither away.
Oh, witness the rise of the bitter bloom, a floral explosion in a darkened room.
The roots are of iron, the leaves
Are of lead, feeding on the words that we should have never said. Beautifully broken, elegantly wrong. The bitter bloom is singing our song.
It's dancing to the rhythm of a different
tune.
Let it overtake the house,
Let it climb the wall
until the structure is ready to fall.
Bitter bloom, death in the groom. Oh, witness the rise of the bitter bloom, a floral explosion in a darkened room.
The roots are of iron,
The leaves are of lead, feeding on the words that we should have never said. Beautifully broken, elegantly wrong. The bitter bloom is singing our song. Bitter bloom, bitter bloom. Let it grow, let it grow. Down where the cypress is weeping in sleep, secrets are treasures that the dark waters keep. I'm walking the swamp with a lantern of blue, searching for something that feels like the truth.
the dampness is crawling like skin on a drum, waiting for the stars or the morning to come. I found a soft pillow on a limestone ledge,
Right at the lip of the universe's edge, soft to the touch but heavy to hold, the greenest of velvet, the dampest of gold. Oh, lay your head down on the midnight moss, forget all the profit and the weight of the loss. Beneath the old canopy, under the moon, where the bayou is humming a funeral tune. It swallows the sound, it swallows the fear. Nothing but silence can reach us down here.
the fireflies flicker like dying machines, lost in the forest of the emerald greens. I'll wrap you in lichen, I'll clothe you in fern,
In the hollow where the willow trees yearn, the air is so thick I could drink it like wine, tracing the curve of your shivering spine. The earth is a sponge and it's pulling us in to the place where the mud and the spirit begin. Soft to the touch but heavy to hold, the greenest of velvet, the dampest of gold. Lay your head down on the midnight moss, forget all the profit and the weight of the loss. Beneath the old canopy, under the moon, where the bayou is humming a funeral tune. It swallows the sound, it swallows the fear. Nothing but silence can reach us down here. Let the roots wrap around our knees, gospel spoken by the ancient trees. Drown the ego, sink the pride. midnight, sink deep, no light. Lay your head down on the midnight moss. Forget all the profit and the weight of the loss. Beneath the old canopy, under the moon, where the bayou is humming a funeral tune. It swallows the sound, it swallows the fear. Nothing but silence can reach us down here. Midnight moss, midnight moss. Midnight moss. Winter is knocking with a cold iron hand across the expanse of this desolate land. I'm stacking the logs by the edge of the bed, trying to quiet the ghosts in my head.
The resin is thick and the scent is so sharp, tearing through me like a wooden string harp. I'll strike the first match and I'll watch the spark fly to burn every version of you and of I.
Rising in spirals, a great ghost of prayer, choking the lungs of the crisp frozen air. Lost in the haze of the cedar smoke, healing the heart that the January broke. Let the wood scream as it turns into cold, feeding the fire that is consuming my soul. White plumes dancing in the rafters above, the fragrant remains of a difficult love.
The shadows are leaping like deer in the brush, breaking the weight of the midnight blue hush. I'm breathing the embers, I'm tasting the ash, counting the scars from the lightning bolt flash.
The warmth is a blanket, the light is a daze, melting the edges of this wintry maze. We're safe in the cabin, we're tucked in the pine, while the world outside starts to blur and decline. Rising in spirals, a gray ghost of prayer, choking the lungs of the crisp frozen air. Lost in the haze of the cedar smoke, healing the heart that the January broke. Let the wood scream as it turns into cold, feeding the fire that is consuming my soul. White plumes dancing in the rafters above, the fragrant remains of a difficult love. It burns so bright, the only salvation in the middle of the night. Cedar and cinder, timber and bone, nobody has to be truly alone. In the smoke, in the flame, forget my name. Lost in the haze of the cedar smoke, healing the heart that the January broke. Let the wood scream as it turns into coal, feeding the fire that is consuming my soul. White plumes dancing in the rafters above, the fragrant remains of a difficult love. Sweet as smoke, turn into ash. Barefoot on the porch, I watch the sun descend. The shadows stretch like memories of a long-lost friend. I feel the static hum within the heavy summer heat, tracing all the patterns where the sky and garden meet.
Digging through the clay where the quiet secrets sleep. Promises we planted and the ones we couldn't keep. There's a fever in the roots, a rhythmic kind of ache, waiting for the morning or the moment that we break. The ground is whispering beneath our tired feet, where the bitter and the beautiful finally meet. Oh, velvet soil, free from the weight and the daily toil. Sink into the dark where the roses grow, deep in the places that we'll never know. Soft as a whisper, black as the night, waiting for a flicker of the coming light. The oaks are standing tall like giants in the hall, witnessing the seasons and the glory of the fall. I'll wrap my arms around the ghost of what you said, mapping out the labyrinth inside my weary head.
The jasmine smells of longing in the pale moonlight, staining every corner of this lonely velvet night. We are woven in the texture of the shifting sand, holding on to nothing but each other's trembling hand. The ground is whispering beneath our tired feet, where the bitter and the beautiful finally meet. Oh, lay me down in the velvet soil, free from the weight and the daily toil. Sink into the dark where the roses grow, deep in the places that we'll never know. Soft as a whisper, black as the night, waiting for a flicker of the coming light.
Not an ending, it's a place to begin, to shed the heavy layers of the original sin.
Let the dirt cover us, let the rain wash us clean, becoming part of everything that's ever been seen. Velvet soil, take me under. Velvet soil, hear the thunder. Lay me down in the velvet soil, free from the weight and the daily toil. Sink into the dark where the roses grow,